Oh, yeah. Indeed. It is that time. Oh my gosh, it is. It really is. The expert playlist is back, y'all. It's alive. It's kicking. Another wonderful late night for another wonderful late night of horror shenanigans and horror shenanigans in between. Yes, 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 yes. I'm still fixing the soundboard, I swear! An applause sound effect is coming. I feel like a nice layer of irony to go along with my psychotic ramblings could be ultimately beneficial to the channel, could be ultimately beneficial to our collective brains, and could ultimately be beneficial to your entertainment. I'm still in the middle of a little restructuring here. Hope this black screen is not too displeasing. You know, you could always go this route and just hit you with the splash. Hit you with that coming soon graphic. Because, you know, indeed, we will be on screen in just a moment. We will have to rejoin Josh Duhamel. And with our brand new suit on, we will have to make sense of it. I was trying to go over in my head what would be the most appropriate shirt. Because last time, I think I wore a Pac-Man shirt, and I'm not going to hold you. In all honesty, that was pretty damn appropriate. All things considered, it was pretty damn appropriate because I did feel like I was walking around a huge maze. That's no shade to the Callisto Protocol, which honestly does its best with what it has. But because it's so linear, because its environments don't seem to ask that much of you, and because its exploration is pretty straightforward, you know, the Pac-Man analogy up front, not that far off, right? And again, no shade to Glenn Schofield, baby, I love you. No shade to Josh Duhamel. Your performance so far is, I mean, I'm not going to use the word riveting. I think riveting is a bit much. It's a bit overused, the word riveting. But, you know, your performance is getting me in some of the right places. I ask very little of this world. The only thing I ask tonight is that this game remain engaging and interesting. And I've got to tell you, given what we were trying to do the last time we were out here on the expert playlist, I think I was making my way towards Dani Nakamura, aka Kimiko from The Boys, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's who she really is. Okay, let's not mince words. Okay, we already know what canon we're following. Okay, this is clearly Josh Duhamel and his Transformers character. And Kimiko minus her powers. So I think the last time we were playing this, I had to rescue Kimiko from certain doom. Which is a point of contention for me because, I'm sorry, she's been extremely unlikable in the game up until this point. I don't understand what Striking Distance Studios wants from me, because Dani is aggressively unlikable. They show her doing terrorism in the opening, then the next time you see her, she hits you with the every man for himself, go fuck yourself. Every time you see her, she's either trying to kill you or rebuff you, and then out of nowhere, the game is like, oh no, wait, rescue her quickly! She's your only hope out of here. And then we have to form a shaky alliance, a cliche shaky alliance? When I haven't even been given a chance to see her actual humanity? Is Crafton in striking distance trying to establish this character's humanity by saying, oh, yuck, well, she can die too. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's happening here? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? I don't approve. I don't approve, Lucian said. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I am nothing if not a sucker for the entire horror genre, so these are just the breaks, right? Whether I like it or not, there's gonna have to be 2 playthroughs of this for us to get through the meat, or at least for me to get through the meat and potatoes of this thing. And you know, it comes with the territory. It does. It does. After a while, you learn to accept. You learn to accept the hand that you're dealt by the gaming gods, and it's fine. All right. With all of that preamble and unfocused ramble out of the way, in about 2 minutes, we're gonna crack this thing. Just gonna go and grab something very quickly. And then we can rescue this undeserving harpy from a fate she absolutely deserves. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's not like it. I don't like her face. Okay? She's lucky she's also in the boys. Or else, you know, we really have to sandblast her. Just heat that broad out the airlock. Like, sorry. Dead serious. Just boom, pull the airlock and watch her fly into the void of space. See, my bird agrees. Hey, Cabbage! Cabbage! It's a bird. You're not gonna show up. You're too green. There's like, look at this. Look at you. Look at you. You're so green that only your head appears. That's not gonna do. I'm sorry, Cabbage. Nope. Alright. Expert playlist. The Callisto Protocol. Impromptu parrot. Unfortunately, he's green. You're too green for the green screen. I'm sorry. Go home. Well, I'm glad I got that out of my system. Now that I know that my green screen makes my parrot look like Noob Saibot, I can just die happy. Oh yeah, no. That was my fault. Thank you. No, I was. See? Jeez. You see? With a ratio like this, how can we really trust these people? Okay? How are we supposed to trust this? How are we supposed to not have trust issues? It's right there, in the snow. And I'm glad I remembered, but yeah, for a good second, I think I forgot how to play this. I'm back, though. I'm back. And thank goodness the Eva suit allows you to... Oh, okay, there she is. Your mother's. No, I have to loot these corpses, fam. You don't know what it's like to be surviving out here. Quiet. Wait, first of the two Jacobs? Okay, that's the other Jacob. Does she only Jacob for you once? Okay, that wasn't so bad.
I can't see anything up there. So,
Don't fucking talk to me.
See, why did we save her? She's so unlikable.
We're almost there.
Like, why do I want to save this person? Why do I want to partner up with this person? She's so... cringe.
hey, hangar's the other way.
I know.
Well then, where are you going? Huh?
I'll be back.
I really hate this character.
Wait,
Yeah, it's her.
hey!
And I have no problem with you calling her the terrorist chick now, because for all I know, she actually is. There is nothing about her character or her personality that leads me to believe that she's not.
What are we doing here?
And if she's been a good person this entire time, that's even more annoying, because she's got the bedside manner of William Forrester.
Danny! Where the hell are you going?
Shout out to this game's graphics once again. Just shout out to these snow effects, because they're doing all the heavy lifting. Oh yeah, no. Nah, our friend Yosef? Nah, Yosef didn't make it. Yosef got kind of bodied, actually. It was pretty upsetting. None of our friends have made it so far. We lost our very first friend in like the first hour. And then Yosef, he talked a good game, but unfortunately we lost him. He did thank us though, because, you know, for what it was worth, he did at least get to execute his dream or his plans before he, you know, was yeeted into the pantheon of dead sidekicks in horror games. You're probably waiting on a price drop. And in that case, honestly, I would not hold you. I would actually recommend it. I would actually recommend it. Because unless you're like a really dyed-in-the-wool horror fan, or you just really love Glenn Schofield, I mean, I feel like part of what made me jump to buy this was Glenn Schofield's involvement with it, you know. Really, because I loved Dead Space. But having played it, $70 is a really high asking price, you know? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, so did I. The skunk gun is what this game calls its handheld shotgun. So you have a cup. So the weapon he's using is a 3D printed model on top of a stock handgun part. So the first gun you get is this thing, this pistol. I'm sorry. The first thing you get is this thing, this pistol-like attachment for it. See, he's like pulling them out of his pocket. And then the skunk gun is basically a hand cannon. It's like a blunderbuss, like a close-range shotgun pistol. And then you have an actual slug shotgun. That was the last weapon we picked up. But the skunk gun is no slouch, man. That thing will take your ear off. You know? But that is the brief weapon rundown. I use the skunk gun because it's good for critical hits. Shit. Well, yeah. So you can get in like this. You can get in like a light, maybe a heavy, and then just aim the skunk gun and hit a vital part. That's why you saw so many of them crawling towards me, because I would hit them in the face and then take their legs out with the skunk gun. It does not OSK, but it's pretty damn close, so. You know, we'll take what we can get. I still don't know what these things are. They could be mutated inmates. They could be alien parasites. Las Plagas in space. I'm not sure yet. The game isn't sure yet because it doesn't want to tell me. But for now, you know, instead of cutting off their limbs, we're shooting the tentacles. Honestly, after having played through the game this far, on normal, no less, it blows my mind that this game actually has a one-death permadeath thingy. This game has a permadeath mode, apparently. I can't fathom that. I mean, I consider myself... Okay, no. I would say, depending on the game, I would definitely count myself in that camp, but it really would depend on how good the mechanics are, because there's something to be said about a horror game that's at a well-crafted high difficulty. That really forces you to reconsider and recontextualize your resources, and, you know... I don't mind. I beat Resident Evil 7 on Madhouse. I was in the middle. I do want to finish Resident Evil 8 on Village of Shadows mode. But, you know, if the gameplay's there, hell yeah. But, you know, if shit is jank, you don't want to play a game with permadeath when the shit is jank. Like, I beat, like, my friend and I. It took us 3 tries to do so. But my friend and I beat Dead Space 3 on hardcore. And you can save as much as you want. The only caveat is that once you die, you're dead. And if either of you die, the game ends. There are no continues. And even though the game itself is challenging on its own, even though Dead Space 3 is challenging on its own, it has so many set pieces with one-hit kill bullshit, like when you're flying through space and doing all, you know, especially the entire finale. Those are the parts that make you, like, your skill isn't even a factor at that point. It's honestly a mixture of skill and luck at that point. You're just like, so I get it. I get it. And unfortunately, I feel like this game, as much as I like its combat system, this game has too much potential for random jank bullshit for me to even want to consider doing a permadeath mode in it. Especially the first half of this game, because before you get this suit on, my man just made a tissue paper. Okay, he takes like 2-3 hits.
Hey. What are you
Death
doing?
animations.
What's in here?
Medical supplies?
Bullshit. Open it.
Why?
Because I said so. We're not going anywhere until you do.
Okay, fine.
Does he know what he was smuggling in the first place?
Yep, just like I told you.
But records show you made multiple drops right before the incident.
Me and a dozen other cargo ships.
Don't try to talk your way out of this. I know you were involved.
I had nothing to do with what happened on Europa.
What's wrong with you?
This implant is messing with my head.
An implant? Oh yeah, the thing, his little, his health meter?
But I'm gonna figure it out. In the meantime, you better pull it together. Someone's gonna fly us out of here. Come on, let's go.
This game's plot points are all weird and confusing.
This way.
So what were you expecting to find?
UJC bioweapon. Traced it from Europa to here.
To my ship?
I thought so.
No, can we take a second and just appreciate these snow effects? There are moments, specifically when you have to open gates in the snow just so they can show off the fact that the powder deforms in in an angel wing pattern.
Control room's just up ahead. Get
To
ready.
be frank, if this makes me think, honestly, if EA wanted to remake every Dead Space, I'd be down with that. I don't know, man, because I don't know. I feel like Jacob's character is unfortunately open your eyes. Why would you write eyes like that? Like, he's like, I'm gonna make some graffiti and write it in the most stylish and unintelligible way possible so that whoever stumbles upon it can't read it either. But no, I think Jacob has already been established as somewhat morally ambiguous. A little bit devil-may-care, a bit of a renegade himself. And I don't know. I wouldn't rule out him smuggling things, but I also wouldn't rule out him being either dumb or naive enough to not question his orders. He kind of strikes me as that type, you know? I don't get, like, I get a guy fighting his way out of a situation that he's forced to. I don't get the survivalist, you know. I don't see anything insidious in him. He just seems like he's along the ride for something that's way over his head, which... if he doesn't have an active role in what's happening, you know, it definitely would be less interesting. But who knows? Maybe he does. Maybe he thinks there are really...
As Warden of Black Iron, let me be the first to welcome you to
This
Callisto.
dude again. And what part does he play in this?
Time. The beginning of a new and brighter future.
You see, and right there, you knew he wasn't talking about the prison, or the technology, or the inmates. So... Boys season 4? Any info? No. Yeah, no. Just gonna go through the door. Okay, fine. Don't say anything. Appreciate your rendering.
Back there. Why did you do that to Elias?
I was in a hurry. Didn't have time to transfer the data. I need to know everything I can about what's happening here.
But you just ripped it out.
Like you haven't done the same.
Not to somebody I know.
That makes all the difference, bro.
Did you really know him? Or were you just using him to escape?
I feel attacked.
Ships parked in orbit.
No, I think Dead Space is actually the 23rd. It's next month. Actually, with the power of technology, we're gonna look it up right now. I think it's either the first week, it's either the second or the third week of January, though. I know this because I pre-ordered it with limited run games. Which, if you have not seen it yet, oh my god, the Dead Space Collector's Edition from Limited Run Games is phenomenal. Phenomenal. The Dead Space remake returns January 27th, 2023. So I was wrong. It's the last week of January, but yes, January 27th, 2023. Only on every current gen console. No last gen consoles. Thank goodness. It's about time. 3 times. You'll YouTube the collection? Whatever do you mean? Have you not played the original Dead Spaces? That's not even acceptable in a world where Game Pass exists. And all of those titles are backwards compatible on Xbox. What you doing? Play those games. They're fantastic. Many games have tried to be Dead Space and failed miserably. Alright? Many games have tried to be Dead Space and failed. Here you go. Look at this. Check this out. Before I unpause this thing and we dive back into this beast. You just... I don't understand. You have to see this. That's all. You have to see this. Check that out. Check that out. Okay?
Yeah, that's where we took off from.
You better believe. Listen. Forget all the other... Forget the costumes. Forget the lithographs. Forget the statue. Forget the posters. Forget the skins. Forget the exclusive weapon skins. This thing comes with Isaac's helmet! It comes with the helmet. With lights in it. What the shit? So yeah, Listen, man. Listen. We nerds up in here, okay? We nerds up in here. Alright? To quote Lord Shax, the helmet stays on. We would be playing that in the helmet. It's like I have a I have a plague doctor mask that I was playing Thymesia in. That's always a good time. But no, you have no idea. I've wanted to be Isaac in Dead Space for years. I've wanted to be Isaac in Dead Space for years as a Halloween costume. And I love that sound. I even bought a welding mask and a bunch of strips and LED lights, and I tried to make it myself, but it didn't really pan out too well. It was okay. It didn't look good. But now. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's... I hate to preemptively declare one game superior, but before it's even come out. But I mean, come on, man. They're putting a lot of love in that remake, and that collector's edition is...
I'll get the elevator.
Chef's kiss. Oh, the suit, that's easy.
Look at all these bodies. They're killing everyone.
My guess is someone's trying to cover up what's happening here.
This will take a minute. Look around. See if you can find anything.
Anything like what? I mean, I've got to say from jump, it's amazing how these things turn from one of the scariest things in the game to this. I expected more from them. They're really trying to establish how powerful these fucking creatures are, because these things, when they're active, are terrifying. They stomp around, they speak in deep technological baritone. Oh. Well, it's not like we don't know what happened here, so. Jeez.
Prisoners. Stand down.
Inventory's full again? What did I do?
Elevator's here.
No one asked you. That's one thing that'll never get me. You know, I don't understand why this game chooses to do Dead Space things, but then do them badly.
Get up to the flight deck.
Like giving you a holographic menu that you can't walk and operate at the same time. Or voice files that you can't play and listen to while moving. It's almost like they were trying to make the game that came out before Dead Space. I don't know if that sounds weird, but you know? What's this?
Personal log, Dr. Caitlin Marlowe. Arrived at Black Iron today.
Ship's on the
Met
way.
Cole for the first time. He's authorized me to restart the program. It won't
What's the
be
program?
easy, but I trust in my team. They, as I, understand the promise here. The opportunity that lies ahead.
More vague non sequiturs that don't really say anything other than, I have come to the Callisto facility to do the mysterious thing that I was paid to do before everything went awry and we all died. Wish me luck. That's it. It's just, it's not even yeah, maybe, yeah. I think the lack of specificity really hurts it, because that lack of specificity, you know, it's like saying the thing happened in the place, but not telling me what the thing was or what the significance of the place is. You know? And unless this is a really, really long game, kind of I feel almost like I'm walking around in a state of brain fog. No, the only thing I really know definitively is that I need to survive. That's the only thing I truly can count on in this world right now. Knowing that I need to survive.
Yeah, we are.
I couldn't have made it without your help.
I know.
You don't seem too surprised
About what?
about any of this. Whatever the hell's going on around here.
Saw something like it before. Back on Europa.
Europa. The news report said that was all on you.
They did.
UJC propaganda. Things aren't always what they seem.
Kind of like me. And that car.
Is the UJC
Maybe. I'd sure like to think so.
This is why I'm under the weird impression that, you know, I don't know if they blew the entire... Ooh, that's gorgeous. See what I mean? Like, I play Destiny. Somewhere out there, Clovis Bray is fucking something up, you know?
There it is.
And this makes me appreciate what Bungie did in representing this planet.
It's a hell of a lot bigger than
Their
most.
skybox is still better, though.
Quiet.
Yeah, I'll fly anything that gets us off this rock.
The UJC, you know, it's funny that you say that up there, because
It's not me.
No. One must
the
learn to
UJC would
accept
not
what they
be...
cannot control.
It's a perfect stand-in for the UAC.
I'm best that you made.
A lot of these plot elements are so similar. Like, he could be Dr. Mercer. Because he's clearly subject these inmates to some horrific experiments of some sort.
All the way from Europa.
And he's aware of it.
But I'm afraid there's just too much at stake here. And the protocol cannot be broken. So, though your story ends here, please know that you have my respect. Wait. No. Never. Go. Go! Go! Go!
Oh no.
Jacob! Take my hand! Jacob!
I thought he was dead! I didn't hit X in time! You know, I was joking when I said this part of the game was Dead Space 3, but they really took me literally, didn't they? That was unreasonably cool. That was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, but did I earn that? Was that earned? And what would have happened if I had hit X early on and caught her hand? Now I'm just curious. Is this a fever dream? Am I dead? I'm dead, aren't I? Me too! Ah, I wish I had grabbed her hand. I really do.
Daddy?
You saw how, like, last minute those QTEs were, though. I just... These are literally Carter's marker hallucinations. Guys, what are we doing? That's his best friend. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. See, now we got marker-like shenanigans where the ghosts of your past are coming back to kind of haunt you.
Hurry, it's still coming down.
I like this. I do feel like Dead Space fans are, if you are a big fan of Dead Space, you're gonna look at this game a certain way. At least I am.
Wait.
Like, my brain can't help but match the same plot points and story beats. Except it's not as...
Console's still active.
It's not as lived in as Dead Spaces are. Like...
Oh god. What? This is Arcus.
What's that?
Arcus. The original colony. The one the prison was built on top of. There's an elevator nearby. We can take that to the transport hub, then cut across to the colony, and then back into Black Iron.
Back into Black Iron? No, no fucking way. We almost got killed just trying to get out of Black Iron.
This isn't about escape,
Then
Jacob.
what's it about?
Not anymore.
What's it about?
Answers! Why did the warden shoot down one of his own ships?
I don't know.
And how is it connected to Europa?
He doesn't care. Yeah, see? He couldn't care less.
I know.
And that's not good. That's not good. Because he needs to care. You know, part of what invests you in a lot of, you know, this actually, I remember a good while ago, I was playing Dante's Inferno with my ex-girlfriend. We were playing Dante's Inferno together. And this was on the tail end of me having had shown her, you know, like God of War, you know, Ascension, like showing her God of War games and games that are God of War like, that have scale and scope and budget and just insane art direction. And then I played Dante's Inferno in front of her, and she was like, What is this? Just endless comedy. Because Dante's Inferno has the problem that I think this game may have,
So what happened to
which
the
is that, you know,
Abandoned.
it clearly has an inspiration.
Prison here.
UJC's gotta make money somehow.
Right? The game clearly has a vision, and it clearly has a game that it's patterning itself after. And it's trying to do the exact same things as this more influential game, but it's doing so in a really half-baked and Diet Coke-like way. Like, I want to hate the UJC, but I have no reason to. I have no investment in the company or what it does or what it might do, mostly because a lot of what I could have seen from the UJC, maybe in the form of propaganda posters or, you know, like the reason you get invested somewhat in the UAC in Dead Space is because you're in the Ishimura and you see all of their posters on the wall, you see all the propaganda, you see all of the work here, it's great, in stark contrast to its surroundings. So the world building tells you, oh yeah, this is a company that is optically on the right side of history, but behind the scenes they're doing a lot of weird, shady shit, and that's reinforced by the fact that despite all the gruesomeness around you, you've got all this weird, hopeful Starship Troopers like propaganda telling everyone that everything is great, it's the best opportunity of their lives, this is the way life should be, and this is a great thing we're doing, cracking open planets. You know, there's a reason for you to either fear or hate this organization because of the way it portrays itself. There's a reason for you to have distrust in it because you see something has clearly gone wrong despite their best efforts. And you find out what that is through audio logs, video logs, little things that like really fill in the world. So you care about the antagonist. And then cares about what he's doing in the mission. Why? Well, I mean, Nicole. He's emotionally invested in this because his girlfriend is somewhere on the ship. So even though Isaac could not care less about markers, miners, unitologists, at least at first, he had a hook. This man has no hook. He is clearly being pulled along for the ride on a mission he did not sign up for. And therefore, his only objective, the only thing he wants, is to get out of here. Which is fine. But he wants, the problem about the difference between him wanting to just get out of here and Isaac wanting to just get out of here is that Isaac has something to take with him when he leaves. Jacob wanting to just get out of here robs him of not only uncovering the mystery of Callisto, but also stopping whatever the hell is going on.
Fusion generators were built to last.
So
Sounds like the hangar's still coming down.
Yep.
he's not a great hero
Elevator's
because
just
he's
a
not
bad.
terribly heroic. In fact, over the course of this game, all of his allies have just died.
Might be a faster way to reach the colony.
I hope this plan of yours doesn't get us both killed.
Arguably, the first one was definitely his fault. Elias, maybe not so much, but still.
It's getting worse. We should hurry.
This is the place, right?
Yeah, but I don't see the elevator.
I do. There it is.
Shit. It's busted.
I was hoping we'd get lucky. This whole place is falling apart.
You were hoping we'd get lucky in the abandoned city underneath the city?
Then let's find it.
I'm surprised there's even still lights flickering down here. Look at this. This is disrepair of disrepair. Yeah, and I think that's what gets us here. I think without giving him an investment, like even if at this point in the game he was burned by the fact that he lost his best friend at the beginning because of this shenanigans, or because he lost Elias to this BS, or because really he's been pulled into this against his will for reasons he's not sure of. If he were even pissed about that a little bit and just wanted to strike back at the organization for fucking up his day, I mean, even Will Smith in Independence Day could have been at a barbecue. Fuck. But no, he's, you know, he's like, look, I just want to go home. I don't know what this Callisto shit is or why people are dying, but look, I thought I was delivering some Band-Aids, fam. I thought I was delivering some bacitracin and ointment. Now I'm caught up in some grand conspiracy. Help. You know, something. 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 Yeah. Sam, it's one of those rare cases where we tend to like the antagonist more than the protagonist, but he appeared briefly to fuck everything up and then dip, so he's actually still out there somewhere. I look forward to seeing him again. I do look forward to seeing him again. I like his character. He's somebody I like. Sam Witwer is chewing. Sam Witwer is chewing on this scenery like a Laffy Taffy, and I'm living for it.
Thanks.
I can see another way. I'll meet up with you.
You do?
Just be careful. It's worse than I thought in here.
He better be. Better be. He better be. He's giving me those, I will always appreciate when a star, like, puts their ankles into a performance. So I feel like Sam Witwer is really owning this right now. He's chewing on it like Michael Shannon played Zod in Man of Steel. Just his full crazy eye going.
Try not to think about it.
Love that Sam Witwer's getting all this video game work, by the way. You know. I mean, if games are going to start looking like this, there's no reason why we shouldn't have Hollywood actors just, you know. I look forward to this new generation of Unreal Engine games. And the actors that commit to performances in them. Guys, I'm good. As long as I don't have to squeeze by something again, like I'm trying to shuffle through a cave in the descent, I'm fine.
Shit.
You okay?
Yeah.
You know, there are less offensive ways to call me fat. Like, can you stop?
Right.
Every time I jump down, a piece of scaffolding falls. What are y'all trying to say about me? Am I not self-conscious enough? What is that? Danny, that better be you with them heavy-ass boot noises. I swear that better be her. That was her, right? Just out here making heavy boot noises. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mr. X single-handedly ensured that my B scenario playthroughs were as long-winded and drawn out as possible, okay? Just... let's be real here. Up. Let's get another shimmy going. This game has so many of those. I think it's the Resident Evil door animation of this game. I think it might be. I swear they're masking loading times. They gotta be.
Found a ladder. I'm heading down.
There's no reason there's this many side shuffles in one horror title. Even Metal Gear Solid doesn't make you side shuffle this much. Ooh. Shout outs to the developers out here doing no-cut cameras.
On the service route.
Star Killer, oh yeah. Oh. Star Killer was actually, yeah. He was robbed in The Force Unleashed 2, by the way.
Not that far.
He deserved so much better. Love the series, though. Wish it would come back. mean, we do have Jedi Fallen Order now, but would really be something to see the Force Unleashed done in that same style. Hell, with that same engine. That would be fantastic. I'd totally play that.
Shit.
Okay, Jacob. Jacob Drake! There's things in its face! I know I'm throwing stones in a glass house here, but mine aren't moving. Okay? Are they like clickers? How did I pick up on that before you did? Stop making noises! Dick face! Alright, so what we learned. I told you the skunk gun is the shit. See what I mean? Limbs. Just breaking more ankles than Ann 1. But so we have blind ones that react to sound. Who wants to put on their Callisto Protocol bingo card that we're gonna get a mixture of these blind ones and a mixture of the active ones in the same room, just to extra mess with me? I totally see that happening. Real talk, does this suit recover health over time? Am I losing my mind here? I forgot. Now, I want to be wrong about that, but, you know, calling out cliches in something cliche is not tough. It's almost like hoping against hope. Like, please don't do this thing I just mentioned, because to do that thing would be the most predictable thing to do ever. Like, please don't do that. Please don't put me in a big room with several of these things. And then have a bunch of them that are like, don't rob me of a potential tense stealth section by sprinkling in some dickheads, you know? There's plenty of game for you to do that. Just take a room and sprinkle it full of dickheads. But you don't have to do that. We could have some good, tense stealth right now, like Last of Us. We could. We don't have to forego subtlety. This game has stealth kills. It does. I've seen it. I've done it twice. Oh, excuse me. Ah. It said move quietly. Clearly, I'm going to have to move myself at some point. But I like being on this side of the screen. Pause. I love stealth. No. Excuse me. The stealth genre if you could call it that. Games that have stealth as their primary mechanic, I don't have a problem with. So you're talking Metal Gear, Splinter Cell, to some degree Assassin's Creed, Hitman. Games of that ilk. If stealth is the primary focus, they have really polished stealth mechanics, and it's great. The problem with stealth is when stealth gets shoehorned into a game that's not stealth, and then you don't have the gray area of stealth where it's the right mixture of, you know, autonomy. It's the right mixture of agency and unpredictability. Instead, you get stealth that's either really good or really bad if it's not the primary focus. In the case of this game, the stealth mechanics aren't obtrusive. They're not ass. They're very specifically laid out sections. It's not like you can perform stealth anytime you want. But the option's there, you know.
Gotta stay quiet.
The option is there, so the margin for error is really low. Because it's not a stealth game. If it were on the other hand, like in The Last of Us, which is you know, more of an action game, I would say. It's more in tune with its shooting and fighting mechanics than is its stealth mechanics. That's a little more frustrating and annoying because, you know, the penalty is insta-death, and it clashes with the rest of the game, which allows you to fight your way out of any situation. But I like it. The rules are pretty well laid out. They'll hear you if you walk loudly. They'll see you if you're not behind cover. This guy gets it. You know, don't make a sound. That's all you need to know, and it's better for it. Uh-oh, another squeeze. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm finna play this game and, like, record every moment he shimmies between, like, a narrow passageway. I'm gonna do that. Yo, do they shimmy? I'm asking for a friend. Do these things shimmy? Do you think it'll do it? They're gonna go... You think it'll do that? Think it'll come through there? No? If it doesn't, I'm fine. Because, you know... You gotta use your privilege where you can. So. Oh, fuck. Nah, homie. Ah! Woo! That's about it. That's about where the stealth, you know. See? So, rules. Clear and consistent rules. They can't smell you. And they don't have fucking spider sense. Or they don't really have presence. So you can be like this close to them. And they won't feel you breathing or they won't feel your body heat. Little things that you can establish like that. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. This is acceptable stealth. We can definitely get through this. Fuck! Also, you can move at top speed, and they don't register the noises. Another useful pro tip. Yo, are you gonna move? But are... What was that? Why they got floor pimples in here? Like, whose idea was floor pimples? I feel like they clearly expected this one to just come out and eat me. And because it didn't, he's just chilling. Can we get stealth killing? Can I get... Like, what's tangibly behind something that has no ass? Oh. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm just glad the old saying from... There's gotta be a YouTube montage counting every time Jacob does this over the course of this game. It's actually noticeable. He's done it at least 3 times in the past 5 minutes. What in the name of booga booga booga? You fucking up when the floor pimples are more scary than the zombies. Alright, I think we can walk upright right now. We're good. That was gross. There's intestines everywhere, but we good. We Gucci. Hi, guys. Oh, man. Oops. Why didn't you remind me to stomp on the bodies? I'm not going back for that last guy. It's over. Nuh-uh. I'm not re-shimmying just to get an ammo box. Or a bunch of Callisto banana dollars. Is he gonna circle the table like a good boy? Of course he is. Of course he is. His programming won't let him do anything else. And by his programming, I mean nature. I was really wondering whether or not this puddle was going to expose me. Or any of these canisters on the floor. I was really hoping, I was really waiting for that to happen, but it didn't. And I'm glad. Yeah, you see what I mean? This is not offensive stealth. This is stealth that stays in its lane and doesn't become too obtrusive, so I'm fine with it. You know? If out of nowhere the game started introducing crazy Metal Gear Solid-like mechanics out of nowhere, I'd go like... You know? That's all I'm gonna do at that point. So you're saying I have a choice. I feel like I was here already. Wasn't I? I feel like one of these guys are about to move. What's the name of that movie? With Natalie Portman and... Tessa Thompson. Armageddon? Armageddon, right? When they go into the shimmer or whatever, the shimmer. And everything starts fusing with everything else. Doesn't this like... If you've seen that movie, this is totally giving me those vibes, those Armageddon vibes. At one point, you see like someone just exploded into a wall, having become fully one with the wall having become a part of them, like an Ouroboros of genetic material just fusing and reshaping and fusing with itself. It's pretty cool. A great movie with a great interpersonal metaphor, but...
More of them.
So I guess the question is, you know, I'm all about stealth kills, personally, right? Like, I love stealth kills. My problem is doing multiple stealth kills in the same place. Because we've already established that this guy is not exactly subtle about the way he kills people. You know, it's not like he goes... No! This guy stabs things in the back of the head, it screeches, there's a loud thud. Am I gonna be able to stealth kill all three of these things without any of them hearing the other? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I could just pick them up with telekinesis and start flinging them into the walls. Like this. Let's give it up for achievements. All right. Let's all right. Yeah. As it turns out, kinesis doesn't make many noises. You both mad right now. You both big mad. I mean, I would be. Tell me, do you have this game on PS5? Zilla, if you're still in the room, let me know if you have this on PS5. Because I noticed something very intriguing and very interesting about the way this game handles its rumble and its use of the DualSense triggers. Something I found very compelling about the way this game uses the DualSense, especially in regards to melee combat. It does some very interesting things with the triggers. While you swing them, it gives you give and resistance depending on the surface you're hitting or how far he is through the swing. There's a tangible pressurization and depressurization when he comes into contact with objects. You can feel it in the triggers when he comes into contact with an object. It's fucking wild. I don't even know the purpose of it. But if you press the trigger again the second he comes into contact with whatever it is he's swinging at, you can feel the impact in the trigger. It's weird. What's that noise? So y'all are just gonna let me hear that guy walking around but not let me do anything about it? Okay. Why do they keep doing that? I swear, they are literally there just to come out of the wall and randomly grab you. And nothing indicates that to me more than the fact that when they come out of the wall to grab you, They just, and they don't grab you, they just stand there like, what the fuck happened? I don't have any AI pathing, so I guess that jump scare that you were supposed to endure just isn't happening. Well, let me just stand here until you stealth kill me. Twice. Twice already. Why? I know it seems like I'm roasting this game, but I'm genuinely invested in it and its atmosphere. These are just genuine thoughts that are pouring through my brain about it. What the fuck? Wear them umbrella. Catching glizzies with the fellas. Tactical pistol schematic. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I did pick that up. Let's go. When I book a show, my back and cashing. 21, Uncle Sam, dog, I'm taxing. Riding in the coupe, and it's a sport. My bodyguard looked like a horse. Put me in a third world country in the middle of the slums, I'ma turn to $1 million screed. Pharrell made this, it was $1 million beat. You tell VVS I fell in love with you. Fucking y'all session ain't brother about that in my info, it's gonna be $1 million fee. Oh man, I dropped. Oh, I don't think I want to do that actually. I'll drop one of these fucking batteries. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of riot gun ammo. Much less skunk gun ammo. Skunk gun ammo needs to be picked back up, but this just speaks to the lack of crafting stations. Because to be frank, this dude should not have inventory limits at all. There's no reason he should have inventory limits at all. This game isn't the kind of game where you backtrack and manage your inventory. It's just not. Just seems like an arbitrary restriction. Love me a good clip, I tell you. Goofy ass game. Upload that one. Upload the good one. Don't upload the overproduced one. Don't do that. So it does have AI routing. Oh, wait. We gotta stomp the body. said the body, not the pimples. That monster was walking around with 31 Callisto credits in his pocket. Ooh, excuse me. Just gotta remember to keep my privilege adequately checked at all times. Riot gun ammo, of course. I suppose that's my fault for letting that happen again, even though I knew it was coming. We all knew that was coming, and I let it happen. I'm just gonna switch to the riot gun now. I've clearly got so much ammo for it that using it is the only option. Stop it. Get some help. What the fuck is happening? How did you find me? Okay, but we learned our lesson from last checkpoint. So what we're not gonna do this time is allow that thing to stick its penis tentacle on our faces. So I'm gonna shoot that thing early. Where the penis tentacle at? Where'd it go? Where it at? Nah, don't trust the penis tentacle. Yeah, I got trust issues with the penis tentacle. We ain't even letting these other penis tentacles mature properly. Just, yeah. Not even a wall pimple. Get off. Disgusting bastards. Oh, nice. Right next to a crafting machine. Do not touch. Okay. I feel like listening in that instance was optimal. Oh no, wait, I died before I could get that tactical pistol schematic in. Fuck. Now I have to climb. I don't give a hell. I don't give no never mind. I want that schematic. If there's one thing we don't do on the expert playlist, and I know it doesn't seem like it comes with the territory. I know it doesn't seem like it. We do not leave weapons items, doodads, odds and ends. We do not leave them on the table here. Here on the Expert Playlist, we make ample use of all of our available resources. We pool them properly and appropriately. Oh, look at that. No. No. Thank you. I guess I'll have to get Returnal or something to find a game that genuinely takes advantage of this funky... I really want to play something that takes full advantage of these triggers, because I love feeling them every time I do. It's actually part of the reason I want to get Need for Speed Unbound on the PS5. I really think the control scheme will do it a lot of favors.
JC is here for you.
I strongly doubt this, but UJC Special Ops Tactical Pistol, preferred by ex-military officers for its low recoil and high rate of fire, based on the UJC modular weapons platform. That's cute. I really want that. Well, I want that for the pistol, the OG pistol that you get. What is this? Yeah, the hand cannon. See, that's 600 and then that's 1800. Oh, I would love to have that. It will cost a lot of money though. Like I could instead upgrade either the stun. I could upgrade the stun baton. I already have it upgraded so that it breaks people's arms when I block. Increases the chance of an aim snap to the center of mass or exposed virus following a combo ender. Ooh, that's really expensive. Activates passive stun emitter so that an officer takes less damage when blocking. That's actually pretty good, but I don't want it. Increases damage output by overcharging the regulators. It maximizes. Wow. But still, again, that's something I don't want to do. Health injector. You can craft those? I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah, I kind of want to go for the boom bullets. Burst mode? Wow. 600, 300, 900, 900, 1800. I don't have enough to get those 3 upgrades. I have just enough to 900, 2700. I have enough to try and get explosive rounds for the pistol. I mean, for the Magnum, right? Get TK3 boom bullets. If there were more things I could sell, I would, but it doesn't seem like it. I don't...
All systems operating within normal parameters.
I could use that. Modifies plating to release retaliatory charge upon an attacker when blocking a strike. That's cute. Increases might as well increase the damage output. I almost feel like making multiple weapons is going to be to my detriment because, like the original Dead Space, there's absolutely a shot for me to just reduce the ammo pool simply by carrying less weapons. Like, I really can't see the difference between the hand cannon and the tactical pistol, other than the fact that it does significantly less damage than the BS-55. I don't know. I think I still want to go for boom bullets.
Activating
600 means I'll only have to save up 800 credits to get the boom bullets for the pistol, and then I'll probably end up never using any other weapon, because why would you use any other weapon when your gun shoots explosive rounds? Make it make sense. Just making small notes. See? Why can't I just sell something for 800 and have it be at that, you know? I'd have to sell so much riot gun ammo, it wouldn't be worth it, though. Like, why would I sell health injectors or riot gun bullets? It just doesn't make sense. This is the pistol with the upgraded sights and everything. It's becoming nigh indistinguishable from the skunk then. They tried to penis tentacle me, didn't they? Yep. They tried to penis tentacle me. Oh no, do they know I'm here? They don't know I'm here. Oh, perfect. So good. Chill the hell out. I hate how the noises continue even after you've died. So yeah, there's a penis tentacle over there. Dun. What the fuck? Shut up. Okay, so now I have to be really careful because the walls are a little bit higher, so tossing them into the walls is not as tactically viable as it was a minute ago. That's crazy. They're blind and deaf? I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. You think I'm gonna balk at enemies that are blind and deaf? I thought they were just blind. I didn't know they were deaf. But I spoke about this, you know? In the interest of good game design, I can guarantee you they had to make this choice. They couldn't make them fully react. They couldn't, even though it makes no logical sense, there's no way that they could, there's no way that these enemies could have reacted to you doing stealth kills, even though they're really loud and violent. I mean, as opposed to just maybe making more silent stealth kill animations, but yeah. See, this is what I mean. They had to make a decision because realistically, doing those stealth kills is loud, obnoxious shit. But the game would have been frustrating if you didn't have the ability to do what I just did. Like, if you had to actually separate them and throw them into spiked walls up here, like, that's actually difficult to do. This game has to have a new game plus where you can upgrade his abilities fully. There's no way that you would expect anybody, like, if you, excuse me. There's no way that you could be expected to make an OP Jacob in a single playthrough. There's just no way. Ooh. Dr. She. Okay.
We've just arrived at the old transport hub. It's been sealed like a tomb for the past 75 years. Preliminary readings are inconclusive, but there's no immediate evidence of a breach in the containment zone. Mission log supplemental. Dr. Yoon reporting. They came out of nowhere. Killed Sandy and Warren. They must have escaped from Arcus, trapped for decades, evolving and adapting down here in the dark. I've contacted Mahler, requested immediate evac. I just hope she sends help soon.
I'm not seeing it. Let's hear that again.
Supplemental. Dr. Yoon reporting. They came out of nowhere. Killed Sandy and Warren. They must have escaped from Arcus, trapped for decades, evolving and adapting down here in the dark. I've contacted Mahler, requested immediate evac. I just hope she sends help soon.
Yeah, bruv, I don't know. Something tells me Dr. Mahler does not have your best interests at heart. Call it a hunch. Even though her role in this... Can you tell me my complete game time? It's not telling me that. Well, I think I'm like 7 hours into this. 7 hours in, I still don't know what role Dr. Mahler played in this facility breaking down or whatever the hell happened here. I hope to find out soon. The game has some serious world building issues, though. I don't know. I feel like this room's default setting is literally creature noises. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, family. Just give me a sec. Hold on, actually. I'll need a minute. Okay, so messages is just worked. Ah! Are we ready to crawl into this hole? Alright, we're back. I mean, we're half back. We're kind of back. We want to be more back. But the back we are? I made it. Yeah, very little fanfare, very little remarkable here. What? Now, I'm no stranger to a good jump scare. In fact, more often than not, I think jump scares are really fun and a really fun way to set the tone of any particular scene or happenstance in a video game. I think they can also be used tactically and as a really fun bait and switch depending on how you choose to use them. Jordan Peele does this a lot in Get Out and in Us to some degree, where you're not hit with the jump scare, but instead the jump scare that precludes the jump scare that he actually wants to nail you with, which is fine. I'm fine with a good bait and switch here and there, but throughout the entirety of this game, I have to say every jump scare that I've ever been hit with in this game feels cheap, unearned, and at worst, it is leaning in so heavily that you can't help but sit back in amusement as the game is thoroughly convinced that it's scarier than it actually is. Like it'll go, and then you'll hear the violin in the background and dun dun, and meanwhile you'll just be sitting here like this. Okay. And it's usually some benign bullshit like someone falling out of a locker, or you getting grabbed, or one of those stupid head things latching onto your face. And it's less like, oh shit, I'm in an oppressive environment and this is psychologically getting to me. It's more like it's like somebody giving you a can of peanuts, and then when you open the can of peanuts, a snake comes out. You're kind of just like, duh! Fuck. Like, this is the way the Callisto Protocol's jump scares and horror elements kind of come off to me a lot of the time. They either come out as like kind of forced, maybe cringe, but the problem is that they never feel earned. You know? They feel like it feels like it's convinced it's scarier than it actually is, and it's playing into that. But nobody has the heart to tell it that it's not, you know, it's unsettling. It can be very intense. But scary? Horrifying? Psychologically taxing? No. Carry light. I tried to pull him through the fence. I don't think it worked the way I thought it would. And I think he's aggroed, but he's upstairs, so he doesn't. So that monster doesn't really know what to do with itself. Where is it? Where did it go? Did it jump into a vent? Wow, you can literally maneuver around these fuckers. And you see how startling and abrupt that is? It's crazy that nothing else goes into an aggro state after you do this. It's frankly an insane mulligan. It's almost as immersion breaking as Ellie not being seen by people in The Last of Us. Like, you understand it from a gameplay perspective, but it completely destroys the immersion. It completely destroys it. Without consequence. See how it says don't make a sound? That's the threaded line. Were I truly not able to make a sound, bricks would be shat. What was that weird little awkward shuffle he just did back there? What was that thing he just did? So I know he heard that, but if he sees me, this is bullshit. He should be aggro, but he shouldn't be seeing me. Okay, good. I was ready to call this game out for that shit, too. Fuck me. Damn, I don't have enough to pick him up and throw him. You know what's so weird? Just random thought that popped into my head, completely unrelated to the Callisto Protocol or any other related media. I was listening to the song Can't Tell Me Nothing, just randomly it popped into my feed. I think I have it on my bike playlist. Why does it sound like Kanye West is playing out the exact lyrics to Can't Tell Me Nothing in real time as performance art? And again, I'm not trying to justify the Ye craziness. There's no way that I could, and there's no way that I want to try and unpack. Even though I have a handle on it, there's nothing I could say, and there's nothing I want to say about it. There's just nothing I have to say about it in and of itself. But what I will say is that the lyrics sound awfully like what is happening right now. Also, it has made the Gay Fish episode of South Park incredibly relevant. The way that episode plays out and the way this current meta is going is unbelievably similar. I just can't. I'm going back with my people, y'all. Anyway, that side note. Can't Tell Me Nothing seems like a pretty accurate blueprint for the way he's behaving. It just made me think, you know, he's like... To whom much is given, much is tested. Something, something, until you see the message. You know, I feel the pressure under more scrutiny. So what do? Act more stupidly. Bought more Louis V. My mama couldn't get through to me. The drama, people pursuing me. I'm on TV acting like it's just you and me. I'm just saying what I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to Hill, man. You know, like, it's like he's saying, no, I can't do it. I can't. Just listening to that song a while ago really made me think, wow, it's almost like on Yeezus, it's almost like he predicted the effects that superstardom would have on him. Which, as someone with a very loud internal voice that I had to train myself to ignore, a very self-aware internal voice that I had to train myself to ignore. When you stop listening to that voice and start, you know, doing your own thing or going against even your own personal brain. Oh, he heard me. Yeah, he totally heard me. Yeah, he totally heard me. How you feel now, bitch? Oh, I know that hurt. What's up? Now, I'm not doing this as... I'm not doing this just to be like a jerk, but just this scene in and of itself, I'm trying to highlight something here. And this may just be a metaphor for the game in general. It's like a Diet Coke version of everything that makes its obvious inspiration what it is. Even this stomp. Where's the impact, you know? Yeah, the screen is shaking, but... yeah, that thud. Maybe this is just down to Josh Duhamel, but like when Isaac was stomping on something, it was like, God damn, motherfucker! Like it was just, I really got the feeling that, you know, Isaac clearly was set on atomizing whatever it was on the other side of his boot. What's going on with these bodies, fam? I feel like a Crowbcat video. I will be very surprised, as a matter of fact, if there is not a Crowbcat video comparing either this to Dead Space, which is already damning, or even worse, comparing this to Dead Space and its remake, or its remake. I'm just saying, Crowbcat. All the evidence, all the fodder you need is right here. Crowbcat, baby. Make us proud. Yup. Got another shoulder shuffle.
It's supposed to be the transport hub.
How the fuck can you tell? This looks like the last 3 hallways I ran down. Look, it's all good. I'm just saying how I feel, man.
The UJC is here for you.
My inventory is full of shit that I can't use. Okay, hand cannon ammo keeping. Skunk gun keeping. I got 2 stacks of skunk gun. 2 stacks of hand cannon, which is fine, but not ideal. A stack of riot gun. I got 3 stacks of riot gun ammo. Okay, maybe I could sell that stack. Okay, maybe we could be reasonable. I'll sell that stack. Everything else I'm hanging on to. Maybe I'll sell that injector. That's about it. I need 300 more before I get fucking... what's-its? I need 300 more before I can get the explosive bullets for the Magnum, but... I don't know, man. There's a weird inconsistency with the way credits and whatnot are deployed. And you don't get a ton of them either. You don't really get a lot.
Looks like this will get me to the colony. Just hope Danny's there.
This game's fucking with me. I smell a set piece.
Make a selection.
I got 2 nice even stacks of skunk. No, because I realistically I still need like at least 360, and none of these items add up to 360, so it's not worth it. I'd have to sell like 3 items in order to get to 1800. It's not worth it. That was easy. They were like, find the key cord. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. Why were the boxes blue until I ran up to them? Why does the game keep doing that? Why? What kind of weird visual glitch is that? They're blue when you're far away and then they turn red when you get... What? Why?
No power. Bet those cables lead to a generator.
No power. Bet those keys lead to a generator. Metal Gear. Patriots. Otacon. This man said those cables, like I can actually see some exposed wire that'll lead me somewhere. Like, you fuck. You asshat. What cables? He was like, oh, no power. Those cables gotta lead to... What cables? Don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Find another way down. Okay, jump down there, fool. No? Okay, I guess not. So how does this work? Can I turn this crank? He was like, yeah, don't act like you've never cut somebody's monitor out or whatever. He's like, only those are the people I don't know. It's like, shut up. I only brutally cut out the personal machines of people that I like. I mean, people that I hate.
Gone. I tried to restart that old platform to get back to Arches, but there was no power. I can hear them. They're everywhere. They're getting closer. Dr. Muller, if you hear this, did you know what was down here? Did you know?
Too bad Shihan Yoon is, looks like he's the recently diseased.
Nice.
Callisto credits and an energy converter, for what it's worth. That may just push me over the edge and leave me able to buy the, what's it called? We'll see. That may just push me over the edge and give me the ability to buy those explosive bullets I've wanted. It's not nearly as scary as they think it is. Thank you. Can we stop monster closeting these fucks out of the walls? Can we stop? Oh, look at that. Divide and conquer. That's like the first whatever C piece of propaganda I've seen in a while. Just keep it to myself. I don't wanna know. Speaking of I don't wanna know. Every day I get closer to believing the fact that the weekend. I get closer to believing the weekend's guest appearance on American Dad. I think they put that in the form of a joke to throw us off the set, but I'm truly convinced at this point that this man's voice has godlike powers that he is only able to harness, control, and utilize because he's actually a virgin and has been saving his seed in order to reach the next ascension that Falsetto has to offer. I am convinced of this after hearing Creepin' on Heroes and Villains. Quite possibly one of the most bizarre vocal performances I've ever heard. And I mean that in a good way. Just absolutely absurd. Just how good he is on that track. He's like strategically trilling his voice. Wow, somebody was big mad over that. How does it feel to be among one of the few, the proud, the bodied? Bro, what is happening? How are you not hearing this? You have one job, and it's to hear this. Just river dancing on your brothers, making them run their pockets. You're growling. Your brothers are over here getting stomped out for their pocket change, and you're growling. Oh my god, there's 3 of them. Oh my god, there's 4 of them. Oh my god, there's 5 of them. Can they stop? What's this, fucking osmosis? Yoink. Yeet. Fuck. Ah! So I get it. They're blind, and they just have a bone to pick with the ocularly gifted. So of course, the impetus would be on them to stick their fucking thumbs in your eye sockets as soon as yeah. I mean, fuck. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I feel like I went backwards accidentally. I mean, that's not fair. Like, when they actually take you and force you into a combat situation, like, does that count as noise? I have enough to throw another one. We could keep it crispy and stealthy, though. We can absolutely keep it crispy and stealthy. Oh, no. My audio. Fuck. This will not stand. I'm going to get like a 3.5 millimeter extension cable very, very soon. I'm not even joking. There's only one reason I sit this close to my camera, and it's because my headphone cable is dastardly short. I mean, why would I expect Sony to give me longer than a 6-foot cable? It's not like this is a gaming headset or anything. Or that their console doesn't support dual audio, which is a bane of streaming. But my headphones are plugged into my television right now. Not my controller, not my mixer. My television. Fuck. So I'm gonna assume these are the harbingers of whatever the original infection was. Because they seem pretty raw. You see what I mean? Look at them. They seem pretty raw, lived in, and changed at this point. They barely resemble humans, but they look humanoid, which could be enough. Yeet! I do have an obscene amount of bullets. It's probably what takes up most of my inventory is all this ammo, yeah. Now all I need to do is find that 3D printer again so I can... I will not stand for this. Bro, what are you doing? Stop it. Josh. Fam, cut that out. Of course I can pick that up and throw it. Why wouldn't I be able to pick that up and throw it? Of course I can. I hate how inflexible the kinesis system in this game is. I get that it could be very easily overpowered if misused, but... Like, you should have been able to use kinesis to rip the tentacles out of those things' chests. That would have been cool. If you could use a bit of grip strength to rip the tentacles out of their chests. I mean, sometimes you just don't have the time for... Oh, fuck. What is that? Oh, shit. Well, I'm just not leaving that here. The fuck is that? What are you three doing? Suck my dick. Wow. How unfortunate. How unfortunate that they are simultaneously that vulnerable and that strong. Don't even see the point in messing with them. Thank you. Ugh. What? Alright. I talked my shit. And they got me. That was legit. That was a good jump scare. Okay. 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 This time they got me. This time, that was a good jump scare. Okay. Okay. Fine. You got me. Good. Thank you. Thank you. You finally got, like, really got me. Not, you fucking asshole. No. Did not see it coming. In a place I did not expect. False sense of security. Well played. Well played.
Choose an item.
Well played, you assholes. Yay, I have enough to get the exploding bullets. Yay. Exploding bullets for the win. Gimme. Alt fire. Yeah, gimme. I want them.
Notify the administrator with any concerns. The UJC appreciates your productivity.
Well, now that I have a gun that shoots exploding, what the fuck? Anybody else remember the very cute female British voice that would come out of Isaac's rig and say the tutorials in real time as they displayed on his holographic display and did not interrupt the flow of the game with a tutorial splash screen? This game has the most impressive form of ray tracing I've ever seen, and yet it spares no opportunity to break its immersion with weird rant. Like, what is this? Keep me immersed. Glenn Schofield. How is this the same person that directed Dead Space? How is this the same person that headed a team who designed the rig system? One of the most innovative and desperately exciting inventory systems I've ever used in a survival horror game, because it occurs in real time with real-time holograms that can be manipulated in real time. As Isaac is walking down a hallway, he can pull out the rig, read a note, look at the map, equip a new weapon, check his inventory, check his journal, scratch his ass in real time. The game does not stop. It has been 14 years since you made Dead Space, Glenn Schofield. What is this? It's like I have the rig at home. In fact, I can't. I have to beat it first, but it's like Dead Space at home. I feel like such an asshole. I feel like such an asshole saying that, but it's so true. It's like I have Dead Space. It's like we have Dead Space at home, honey. Weapons upgraded with alternate fire mode provide higher firepower but use more ammo. Press and hold the L2 button to aim down the sights, and then press the R1 button to use the weapon's more powerful alternate fire mode. Okay. What's a stealth quick kill? Oh. That's not quick or... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Strategic targeting system? Oh, yeah, center mass, yeah. Keep holding down the L2 button and press the R2 button to launch enemies. Grip launched enemies take and inflict damage when impacting with other enemies and the environment. That's funny. Wait, what did that say? Grip a prop? Oh, they call them props. I don't even know why you would use grip energy to pick up random items. Because again, because the grip system is attached to... Because the grip system has an energy meter... And it's not even a tangibly recharging, and grip takes a long time to recharge. I feel like it de-incentivizes you from using grip and really reducing it to its most practical application, which is picking enemies up and flinging them into oblivion, which is its most useful function. So why would you waste time, unless it's an explosive barrel, why would you waste time picking up anything with the grip other than enemies? Because if you only have like 2 or 3 grabs in you, I'd rather waste that on 2 or 3 enemies than, oh shit, let me grab this paint can and see if I can brain him quickly. No. Grip should have been unlimited like Kinesis was unlimited, but enemies should have had specifically targetable weak points or large environmental objects that took certain amounts of grip away. Because as the system stands, it doesn't feel like it's open to experimentation like Kinesis was. And you could fuck around with kinesis. You could pick up a chair with kinesis and fling it at a necromorph, and it might knock it down. But you knew you had enough energy left to, say, cut off a necromorph's arm. And they better put this in the Dead Space remake. Cut off a necromorph's arm blade with your plasma cutter, then pick it up with kinesis and throw it like a bladed weapon. And I don't understand. I feel like I'm playing the beta to Dead Space. This game is absolutely gorgeous, but gameplay-wise, it is so many miles behind a game that some of these very same people made 14 years ago. Does EA have like seriously strict patents on a lot of the gameplay systems in Dead Space? Because wow, some of the stuff in this game is legitimately worse. And it's a bitter pill to swallow because this game is just... It's so firmly entrenched in Dead Space's shadow. This game had to have revolutionary next-gen lighting. It's the only way it has its own identity. I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to poop on the dozens and dozens of people who worked on this. They did a phenomenal job. You've just done it in service of a structure that is not terribly electrifying or innovative. In fact, it's several steps back. Were it not for its absolutely remarkable and impossible visuals. Know what I'm saying? This would be really tough. Well, at least we have exploding bullets.
Generator. I hope it still works.
Lies. The GJC is the UAC under a different moniker and far more incompetent and obtuse, it seems. Oh, wow. I haven't seen him in a while. What the fuck?
shit. I thought I was going to die. Every second of that encounter, I thought death was imminent. Every single second of that encounter, I thought death was imminent. Shoutouts to exploding bullets. Shoutouts to thermopileing enemies. Shoutouts to using every bit of grip strength to gore and impale everything on screen. Oh, man. Man. That could have been so ugly and so frustrating. Not gonna lie, that effect of him being covered in viscera after an encounter is very, it can be, excuse me, it can be very satisfying. Oh, you mean to tell me I could have escaped through this thinly veiled crevice instead of fighting all those enemies? Oh, well, you know. What in the fuck is this? What is happening here? What the shit? Fact that you still got a face after all of that. Does this checkpoint start with the fuckers? I see another one of these fucks. I'm picking him up and I'm tossing him into the spike wall. No exceptions, substitutions, refunds. Everybody's getting tossed. I often sit back and think to myself, man, Lucian, like, how do I spend so much time playing these games, like the Callisto Protocol? I'm sitting here playing this, like, 7-hour game in a bunch of, what, like, 3-4 hour sessions, which is odd to me considering how long the game is, that I've done at least 3 hour long streams of it already, on average. And then I stop and think about the moments where we've typed, or the moments where we've, like, gone over some game design and or story things, and it all makes sense to me in the end. Like, if I really sat down here and played this with the focus of a monk, with no interaction or no outside thoughts, maybe it's gotten to a weird point where I actually prefer playing games alone for the sake of immersion and consistency. But I feel like there's also something being lost in translation, because that playthrough is very fun, but you'll lose me in the process. And if I play it alone, you'll lose the me, and if I play it here, I kind of lose little bits and pieces of the greater game structure, which isn't my intention. It's just shit happens. Now in this facility, using beans from No Caffeine and brewed on site just for you. Okay. Sure. It's just a random poster. It's not good world building. I'm sorry. It's a random poster in a random place.
All systems operating within normal parameters. The UJC is here for you.
High capacity mag upgrade. Why not? Maybe there's an achievement for fully upgrading one weapon. Because isn't that every upgrade for the pistol?
Complete.
Does it mean that? It looks nice. Sweet. find it, as in I don't know where it is? Ah, that's B2. Where would one find B01? Okay, maybe there's no other way to the other... Maybe I just have to climb out of this specific area. It's a little too dark for me to tell, of course, but, you know. But, you know, what are you gonna do? This is legitimately driving me crazy. It's so dark. I'm really just trying to find the ladder out of this pit. There it is. Get me out of here. This breaker is obviously not it. So where can I find breaker number 1? Where's B1? Oh.
Choose an item.
You know, maybe we should cork it here. Maybe we should. I mean, I'm definitely going to be back tomorrow, but maybe we should cork it here. This seems like a good place to probably cork it. How long has it been? About 3.5 hours. Not too bad. Progress was made. Just, I don't... I just know I'm tired, even though I may not look it, but I know I'm tired. And... Oh.
One down.
Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. They climbing through the vents? Are they about to pop out up there? Oh, fuck off. You motherfuckers. What the fuck is happening? What? What are you... What? What? No! Get your baited, fuck faces. They really do come through the vents. Just for the record, can't see what I'm fighting. Hold that. Suck a dick! I know it's not the most marketable thing, but oh my god. Horror games. Horror games, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, my face hurts. Excuse me. Okay, so I lit the first breaker, right? Breaker number 1 has been broken. Okay, so breaker number 2, I know I have to crawl down for that one. Because that was the first mistake we made here. I crawled down. Yo, shut the hell up. I found the first breaker already, fam. We're going for breaker number 2 now. Stick with the program. Don't be that guy. Here we go. What is this on the floor and why can't I pick it up? Bow, 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 bow. Oh, well, fuck off. Y'all can't be living down here rent-free, my peoples. Somebody's got to pay the price. Fuck. Please eat a bag of dicks, you stupid, stupid monster. I mean...
Okay, one to go.
Alright, tweets have been tweeted, notes have been taken. I mean, there's a decent amount of notes. I feel like I've talked a lot of them out, and I think in a lot of these cases, from now on, I'm going to revise my strategy a little bit. Whenever I feel like going off into one of these side tangents, I'm really going to timestamp it and save some of that material, because I'm not going to lie, it should be written. And I've really forgotten how to do what I love in some very key and frustrating ways. Fuck off! Okay. I was about to say... Get the fuck... Interesting. Huh. Huh, look at this color scheme. Interesting. I mean, just short of cupping their balls, at least they don't aggro on you right away. You thought. No, that's alright, he thought. Sometimes you feel like you thought. Sometimes you don't. Most monsters have sense. These don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't like fucking around with clickers in The Last of Us. Clickers in The Last of Us are genuinely terrifying because they one-hit kill you. And because they can't really be killed unless they are killed. And if you do something stupid like loudly stealth kill one in a group of them, or you don't get away with that shit in The Last of Us. You get away with that shit in the Callisto Protocol. You don't get away with that shit in The Last of Us. The Last of Us will penalize the hell out of you for trying to start up a one-man, you know, stealth killing clicker melee. Like, it's not compatible with the game. It's just not compatible with that game at all. Oh, wow. The enhanced clip is serious. Good, so I can get 2 explosive shots off before I have to reload. Fantastic. I like this upgraded pistol. It speaks to me. It's not doing anything for my ammo count, though. Let me switch to the riot gun. Shit. I hope you wonder where I've been. I searched to stab the blind again. Listen. Now we stomp the bodies and wonder why he's salvaging health packs taken from the decrepit, decaying bodies of virus-induced miners. Look like they're miners. And isn't it always miners? Why are we always mining? Yes, resources, but still, you know? How many failed mining colonies in space are we gonna need before we realize, hey, you know what, guys? Maybe this ain't it. My greatest fear is that that drill starts popping off while I'm down here. And yet, that is something that's in Dead Space. In fact, that's something that's in Dead Space 3. Anybody remember the giant, wild, moving drill in Dead Space 3? Oh, man, hardcore mode. Did I get hit by the drill once when I was playing with my friend? I had a great friend, my friend Daniel. We used to play a lot of games in co-op together, and we actually finished Dead Space 3 on hardcore in co-op together. I think we died 3 times. One time we died, I randomly exploded on an elevator, much to both of our dismays. My body randomly exploded while we took an elevator. We don't know how it happened. That was one of the deaths. Another death was during the sequence when Isaac has to deploy the escape pod from the ship at the beginning of the game and then has to fly after it. I think I clipped a meteorite or something. Just the dumbest deaths imaginable. But he and I managed to do it, and it was incredible. Yeah, I was very happy with that. But yeah, that drill is giving me Dead Space 3 vibes. That was a genuinely terrifying and interesting co-op sequence. Being in the room with an out-of-control drill while you and your partner avoid it. Ingenious. Ingénieux. Alright, but real talk. I'm powering this generator on and then I'm going to sleep. As much as I love doing this, this is a late night stream and we are in the tail end of the day. Shoutouts to my watch for not being dead. But I've already endured a day of working out, chores, and 12 miles of biking. So my plate is My cup runneth over. I'm more exhausted than the average human being should be. And yet I'm not nodding off in front of this screen right now. Shoutouts to me. Because I'm pretty sure there's ample footage of me accidentally nodding off on stream. I'm pretty sure there's ample footage of me accidentally nodding off on stream more than once. So shoutouts to the nights where we keep the energy levels up, you know? Even as they go down. Shoutouts to the nights where we keep these energy levels popping, because... Oh, let's get it. Chicken noodle soup. Because these are the nights that make it all worthwhile. Maybe I'm getting better at this and I just don't realize it.
Power's on. I should get back to that platform.
Alright, what unspeakable horror did I unleash? The door closed and locked me in here. Because of course it did. Like I said, what unspeakable horror did I unleash upon myself? What are these? What are these valves? Why do they look like I have to pull them? This thing's gonna build up pressure or something inside of it. What dumb shit is about to happen? This is like the colony underneath the colony, right? So a lot of these machines are damaged, broken, or in disrepair. So just tell me, like, when's the part when it malfunctions? This is the brightest I've seen this game in so long. It's actually jarring and weird. Kudos to the team if this was an intentional... If this was an intentional effect the team wanted you to have, kudos, because they pulled it off.
Jacob? Are you there? The power just came on in the colony. I'm boosting the signal.
Here. I can hear you. I'm heading to the colony now. I'll contact you once I'm there. Gotta stay quiet for now.
He said while running.
Be careful.
She'll see us soon. Danny will see us soon. And on that note, so will I. Okay? It is 3:18 a.m. in the morning. EST. And I think we have to put a cork in the expert playlist for now. Now, look. The generator's on. We finally started talking at least a little bit about the Callisto mystery and what's been going on in this colony. So we're piecing together the mystery a little bit. The gameplay is... We're kicking it. Okay? I just want to care more about the story. I want Danny to be a more fully fleshed out and likable character. And there are no stakes right now. I just want to get the hell out of here are not tangible, resonant stakes. I need Sam Witwer back here chewing on the scenery. We need Sam Witwer's presence, okay? You heard that from me here first. But while these creatures roam around, we're going to kick this in neutral. And I'm going to say thank you for watching. Okay? We do this every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. After 10 p.m., though it can be so flexible and border into the insane like we did tonight. If you liked what you saw, follow the socials, please. Hit up the Instagram at Expert Playlist for any announcements and or clips from the stream, etc.'s. Twitter for most of my normal communications. Facebook for any expert playlist related posts, along with the whole metaverse. That's if you're a dinosaur like me. But until tomorrow, when I cannot see us not finishing this game tomorrow, but until tomorrow, when we get to the end of this Callisto Protocol craziness, I have been you-know-who. This has been the you-know-what. This is my hair in every direction imaginable because this headset, you know, Sony made a hell of a headset. They did. I actually like this thing. It's got great audio. It's got great noise canceling. The cable could be longer, but this thing is wreaking havoc. But until tomorrow, this has been you-know-who on the you-know-what. And until we beat this game tomorrow, for great justice. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Drink in this old logo. Behind the scenes, it is changing. I tell you. Well, good night, everybody. More Callisto Protocol tomorrow. More melee shenanigans. More Josh Duhamel. So happy I can say that now. I feel like for the first half of my life I was calling him Josh Duhamel. You know, for somebody whose government name is first name is French and last name is Irish, truly, sir, I feel your pain. People destroy my name in ways you could not even imagine. It's fucking crazy. Literally, I've heard like Lucille Watt, Lucine White. Like, you gotta try. You gotta go out of your way to fuck it up that badly. I mean, come on, man. Wait. What was I saying again?